You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all of the people some of the time, but you cannot fool all of the people all of the time. If I had 8 hours to chop down a tree, I'd spend 6 sharpening my axe. A compass, I learned when I was surveying, it'll point you true north from where you're standing, but it's got no advice about the swamps and desert and chasm that you'll encounter along the way. If in pursuit of your destination, you plunge ahead, heedless of obstacles, and achieve nothing more than to sink in a swamp, what's the use of knowing true north? If you look for the bad in people, you will surely find it. Nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power. I am a firm believer in the people. If given the truth, they can be depended upon to meet any national crises. The great point is to bring them the real facts. I have always found that mercy bears richer fruits than strict justice. I have been driven many times to my knees by the overwhelming conviction that I had nowhere else to go. My own wisdom, and that of all about me, seemed insufficient for the day. I will study and get ready, and perhaps my chance will come. Force is all-conquering, but its victories are short-lived. If I were two-faced, would I be wearing this one? Whenever I hear anyone arguing for slavery, I feel a strong impulse to see it tried on him personally. The best way to destroy an enemy is to make him a friend. If you would win a man to your cause, first convince him that you are his sincere friend. No man is good enough to govern another man without that other's consent. You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. Character is like a tree and reputation like its shadow. The shadow is what we think of it, the tree is the real thing. It often requires more courage to dare to do right than to fear to do wrong. And in the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. Whatever you are, be a good one. Labor is prior to and independent of capital. Capital is only the fruit of labor and could never have existed if labor had not first existed. Labor is the superior of capital and deserves much the higher consideration. A jury too often has at least one member more ready to hang the panel than to hang the traitor. All my life I have tried to pluck a thistle and plant a flower wherever the flower would grow in thought and mind. If there is anything that a man can do well, I say let him do it. Give him a chance. In this sad world of ours, sorrow comes to all. Perfect relief is not possible except with time. You cannot now realize that you will ever feel better. And yet this is a mistake. You are sure to be happy again. It has been my experience that folks who have no vices have very few virtues. It is difficult to make a man miserable while he feels he is worthy of himself and claims kindred to the great God who made him. My father taught me to work, he did not teach me to love it. People who like this sort of thing will find this the sort of thing they like. Quarrel not at all. No man resolved to make the most of himself can spare time for personal contention.